First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Cleveland Browns taking on Mac Jones and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Chris Jones in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. This is taken at about the 14. Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Browns will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 30.
Hurts fumbles it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Throwing Jones. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Jones now on 1st down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Lockett, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate...
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Lockett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They run a draw here on second down. And it's a fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Travis Kelce. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns open the lead up to 34-0. Lutz with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and 10, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So the defense creating some points. Not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Lutz to try to end the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Lockett. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. DeAndre Swift, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And it's the visiting Washington football team who have the lead in that one. Zach Dysert, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. James Conner, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run with McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd and 12, Hurts dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he will find his man, Samuel. On first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Being chased out left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Forced out to his left. Hurts fumbles it, and the Bengals grab it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That was all great until the final act, able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a first down on third down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
A new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
A gain of 6 there on first. From just shy of midfield, Jones throwing the out route and complete. That's Lamb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. His throw incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they can get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Browns drive about to get started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food.
Travis Kelce. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now Jones on 1st and 10. The open man here, Renfro. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Short throw to Disley. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Chris Jones in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Steps away to his left. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going, but it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. to throw again. Jones, left side to Lamb. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Jones on 3rd and 2. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chris Jones, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 15.
56, 56. Come on. Lutz 56.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And now here's another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Dancing to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pin.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gauthier.